Part 24, being laid off as a senior software engineer. Today is July 22nd, and it is my Amazon final loop. If you've been following along, I've already gotten a number of offers. Actually, I've gotten 6 offers in 2 months, including multiple senior staff and principal level offers at tier 2 and 3 companies. I'm actually happy with the offers I've gotten so far, but I definitely want to see the Amazon final through. My main reflection is that I feel every bit as prepared today as I did the day that I had my Google interview a couple years ago and I got a Google offer. So if you're a senior, if you're feeling rusty, if you're laid off, and you're worried how long will it take you to get back to tier 1 interview readiness, this has been 2 months for me, and I think you can do it in 2 months. I don't really think you can do it in 1 month. And that's 2 months of full time. If you're doing this while working, expect 3 to 6 months. Not only do I feel equally prepared as I did that day from a coding perspective, I feel more prepared from a behavioral and system design perspective. Based on my experience at Upstart, I have a lot of new great stories, and for other reasons. The coding for me personally has been my constraint. And so this 2-month mark, I'm feeling as good as I did for the Google interview, but my Google offer was for a full engineer, not a senior engineer. My Amazon final loop is for a senior SDE3 role. So the bar is going to be higher. We'll see how it goes. These are my thoughts before we kick off. I'm going to start interviews in like 30 minutes. I feel like this is my Super Bowl. I feel super excited. I was able to have some breakfast. I was able to have some green tea and a coffee, get some sunlight in my eyes, go for a little bit of a walk. I'm about to do my leak code kata and kick off. So this final loop will be 4 rounds. 3 of them will be coding and 1 of them will be sys-design. My understanding, I guess all this is subject to change, but this was kind of probably what's going to happen according to my recruiter. And then at Amazon, uniquely, each of the rounds also does behavioral embedded in the round. So there's not like a behavioral round. There's kind of like 4 micro behavioral rounds. Another interesting thing about the Amazon final loop, at least today as of July 2024 or whatever, the code, when you write it in the final loop, you don't hit the run button against predefined test cases. So it's going to be a manual verification with a human in the loop. This is just if you're curious about what the Amazon final round looks like. The other thing that I'll highly recommend to you that I did to prepare is you get your STAR method anecdotes written down ahead of time. And I had a chat with Claude about the leadership principles. And I said, hey, help me select the best story for each leadership principle ahead of time. Feels like it's going to be a good strategy. We'll see if it pays off. As a senior, you might have a pain point that juniors really can't relate to, which is I don't have a lack of behavioral answers. I have too many. I have like 20 behavioral answers. I'll probably blog them at some point. I have like 20 behavioral answers. So my problem is picking the best one for any given question. My problem is not, I don't have an answer. My problem is like, I have 2 to 4 answers for any given question. And like, what's the best one? So Claude was able to help me prioritize and pre-select, which is going to hopefully save me time and have me present to be more polished. Follow for part 25. It'll come either later today or tomorrow. I might just go right to sleep after this. Follow for more.